Hey guys, I'm Rafael.
And I'm Subby.
And we're brothers.
Oh shit.
They don't already know that.
Honestly,
Where are we at? Oh yeah. Canada.
land of the Canucks.
We're gonna have to give us a little history of ourselves, so.
Yeah. So we were born in Pakistan. We moved to New York when I was 3 months old. I don't know how old
I was like a year or something.
Yeah, so basically we were born here in America. 'Cause,
Not here anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we jumped around in New York actually, and we jumped around the boroughs. We pretty much settled on Long Island. We spent most of our childhood there.
but we got used to it like a little bit. So then, just last month, we made a bigger move, not just in state, but out of country.
So
yeah.
we're Canadians now.
We're not Canadians. We're in Canada.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. But we're gonna give little impressions about it. So first, I want to talk about the drive over.
Oh man, especially when you're having such a long drive and you're in a compressed cabin, you just turn on whoever's talking to you.
That's cabin. We're not in an airplane.
Whatever, it's a small cabin. Hey, you can get tired of someone just sitting next to them for 10 hours.
Especially when he's this large. Yeah, so we're driving over there. How long was it? 11 hours? 11 hours. Oh my god.
That's racist.
No, you can't be racist against yourself.
Good point.
Yeah, so it took 9 hours. We drove all the way up here, and the border, something crazy happened.
When we got to the border, it was so confusing. We had no idea. The only thing we saw there was a Tim Hortons. But that's irrelevant for now. What happened was my dad parked the budget truck, the U-Haul truck, for moving, and he got out of the car with the truck with his bag, and he started walking towards the office. Midway while he was walking, a police officer was just like, "Don't move." And at that point, I was scared because I was like, what did they have against my dad? My dad has like a beard, and he's like nice and built or whatever, and he was wearing a bag, so that conceived very controversial.
That was kind of a scary moment, but I mean, everything went fine. We crossed over the border. I think the number one thing you notice, every 20 feet there's a Tim Hortons.
You know, everyone has a stereotype that there's a McDonald's every other corner in New York.
Probably twice as many Tim Hortons
as
there are McDonald's. Whatever scale you want to use, but
Yes.
there's a lot of Tim Hortons. Is what we're trying to say.
Everyone that I heard from, they said that the two words they used to describe it as was clean and beautiful.
I mean, granted, we did come at a fallish time where there weren't any leaves, but there wasn't any snow either, so it's kind of like it looked really shitty. Yeah, it looked dead. That's pretty much the best word you can use. Really, the only thing we knew about Canada was online because that's what we've done most of our research from.
Yeah, that was the biggest mistake. We moved without actually going to the place. And Canada's great at advertising, because compared to what it actually was, oh my god, it was such a shock that we didn't talk for like 30 minutes because we were just in so much shock compared to what it actually was to what it was advertised.
Right. You can't generalize Canada as a whole, but we're talking about London, which is where we moved. It's about an hour from Detroit, about 2 hours from Toronto. We got it. It's we thought it was a modern, nice new city. By the path that the GPS took us from, it looked like a ghetto.
That's something big considering we actually grew up sometime in the Bronx. The Bronx, it's ghetto. They always show this completely different thing.
We're coming from a nice suburban area of Long Island. That could have had something to do with it. I remember I was with my mom in the van. We pretty much just fell silent while we came in there, and we didn't say a word. We were talking the whole time over as soon as like, welcome to London. Yeah.
That's perfect facial expression.
We've been here for about a month now.
Yeah. So a couple of things that we experienced. Definitely the holding the door open thing. When you go to New York, everyone has their own schedule, they have their own time, they're doing their own thing. Canada, and you're about to walk to a store but you're still like 20 feet away, that Canadian will hold open the door for you. And it makes it awkward for you because you don't know if you're gonna walk faster, you're gonna start running or whatever, and he's just waiting there. Alright, we appreciate it, but
it's like tying someone's shoe.
Yeah.
When they didn't ask you to. London, it's not, we heard the east side wasn't as great as everything, but that's not completely true. There's little pockets.
Another thing that got really annoying in school, no matter where you shop, when you park, people will look at your New York plate and know you're from New York. They always ask you, like, did you move here? We'd be like, yeah, and they'd be like, why London? That's depressing.
That doesn't give you the greatest impression. They're like, why London? We're like the messed up version of Toronto.
And so then, just last week, we decided to visit Toronto.
I think coming from a city like New York, which I consider, and I think many people consider the best city in the world, and then you go to Toronto, and Toronto's shithole.
It has like 5 tall buildings compared to the New York definition of tall. City.
It's congested.
Yeah.
It's not too crowded, but the roads are kind of closed up, and If you guys have been there, you know what I'm talking about.
No, it's not a city. It's not a big city. It's a mix. Like, doesn't know.
It doesn't know what it is.
Went to Mississauga.
Over here, it's colloquially known as Browntown. There's so many brown people.
Even though we're brown, like, not to like hate on ourselves, but the amount of brown people in Mississauga is
Unhealthy.
first thing you go, our windows are rolled down, the smell of spices just hits you in the face. It's like,
And we got out of there, so.
yeah, it's like you walk everywhere. There's like turbans everywhere. It's just like, whoa, okay, we're done.
Yeah, it's more hair than you want to see in in a few couple hours. That trip made us appreciate London so much.
When we came back to Toronto, we realized that London is more of a city than Toronto.
Yeah.
It's more set.
That to Canadians themselves. So American stereotypes about Canadians.
Oh,
We all know about the one about A, right?
hey, it's true.
It's 100% true. They're gonna throw it in 2-3 times a sentence, and it doesn't even make any sense. They turn every statement into a question. I got a new car, eh?
It's like, what? Like, no, it's not a question. Stereotype number 2, a boot. It is so correct.
We start out saying about, but they end with an oot, so it's about.
Oh, you know.
And you Canadians probably don't think I'm just saying about, but no, I'm saying about. And
What about you? Eh?
We're going out for lunch.
Yeah, it's like, and that same rule applies for other words. OU, like house, mouse.
Yeah, but I mean, I've kind of gotten used to it now.
Yeah, just a
But
little bit.
you still notice it when someone's saying it. So the process,
Pro.
not process, it's process over here. And soda, it's not soda, it's pop. So
That's annoying.
So guys, those are our first impressions of Canada. I mean, subscribe to us for more videos about Canada. We're gonna be coming out with a bunch of other things. If you guys like this video, please subscribe and share this channel with your friends. So guys, thanks for watching. This was The Hanging Chads. See you guys later.